Hi guys, this is Eunice and welcome to Shore Urban Medicine. Welcome to our Shore Urban Knowledge. And so for today is Thursday, been busy on a Wednesday. So we're going to do our thing today. So today we're going to be revisiting Comfrey. I think I did this like a while back and so forth, but Comfrey has came back to the forefront and so far. So I just want to, give you guys to help benefit the Comfrey. We're in a dark space. This country is, and we need to keep up on our health. We need to, stay healthy and so forth. We are at the end of 2023, and we want to be as knowledgeable as we can going into 2024. We want to live a wellness life. If we have not started doing so, we need to go ahead and start doing so, making your health your number one priority and so forth, and do your research and try to stay healthy throughout this end of this year and the up and coming new year and so forth. So we're going to talk about Comfrey and health benefits and so forth. And then I have a couple books to show you, but I'll get into that in a few minutes and stuff. So let's go ahead and get straight with Comfrey. Okay, we do have Comfrey on our website. We will be changing our platform. So that if you can want to purchase that, you can. Comfrey is sold in two formulations and so far. You can use Comfrey as a herbal capsule. You can also use Comfrey as an herb, as an oil. Comfrey is used on the skin as well as in consumable. And so far, it is there to help with help heal wounds. Um, uh, Treating skin diseases and things like that. And it also helps with sprains and so forth. I'm trying to think of I think it's a poultice you can use made with comfrey and so forth and use on sprains, which will help your sprain. Because comfrey helps regenerate new cells. That is one great thing about this herb that it do help regenerate new cells. So that is one reason why it's used a lot. And most people are familiar with comfrey. They know what comfrey can do. They know that comfrey is good on wounds and sprains and all that stuff. But they also know that comfrey is consumable and it does a whole lot for your health benefit inside and outside. Okay. Comfrey also reduces inflammation. Um, it also helps with joint pain. It's great for that, arthritis and things like that. If you have arthritis and stuff like that, you can use comfrey herbal capsule, and you also can use comfrey oils to rub those hands or those feet or legs or whatever you're having issues with and so forth, because comfrey will help in that capacity. Okay. Um, Also, comfrey is used to help with heavy menstrual periods as well. So it does help a lot with that. I've had quite a few clients that have used comfrey for that purpose and so forth. Heavy menstrual period cramps and things like that. Comfrey has been a good aid in that particular area. Okay. Comfrey is also great for coughs, sore throats, and things like that. It also helps with diarrhea if you have that, and it also aids in cancer and chest pain. Again, because comfrey has that, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word in it and so forth, but again, it does help to regenerate or regrow new cells and so forth. So our body is completely covered with cells. So comfrey can go in there and help regrow those cells that are damaged from whatever issue there is and so forth. It's a great herb to have around and everything. And it's been around for centuries and centuries and centuries. And as I said, this is not a new or uncommon herb. Most people do know about comfrey and so forth. There has been a lot of videos on it. I've done it a while back myself, a video on it, and we are revisiting comfrey again today. Because we want to get that word out and so forth. We want you to help live a better life, and we want you to try to do things the natural way. But, and in saying that, also we want you to seek a herbalist or healthcare provider, because you are most likely, most people are most likely already taking some other traditional medicine. So you want to make sure that the traditional medicine that you're taking and comfrey is not going to have any bad reactions. So, or any herb for that matter. Always seek a herbalist or healthcare provider. Do your own research as well. If you don't want to seek a herbalist or healthcare provider, make sure you do the research so you don't make your illness worse by taking something that you shouldn't be taking, or things like that. So that's the best way to say it, just straight up. Just make sure you do some research to make sure you're not going to take comfrey with something that you're already traditionally taking that's going to give you a bad reaction. Okay, so that is the thing about comfrey and so forth. And for those who don't know, I do have a bookstore. I am a reseller. It's Pango Bookstore slash book. Let me give you the address. It's https backslash pangobooks.com/bookstore/Eunice EUNICE 261247. Okay, and the reason why I'm giving you that little tidbit is because of these two books here. And then we're going to do the recapture of comfrey and so forth, so you still have that. Okay, I went book thrifting and I thrifted these books and so forth. And because I'm a herbalist, I'm always inspired to look at natural cures, because that's what we're doing. That's what we're all about. It's natural cures, and we do have one here also by the same person. So we allotted these two books together on our website. This is Kevin Trudeau. It says natural cures they don't want you to know about, which is true. Um, if you talk to your doctor and so forth, that's the reason I say, a herbalist or healthcare provider, which will probably be your doctor, talk to them about you taking natural or herbal medicine and so forth to help and so forth. Some of them maybe allow that and so far, but I'm pretty sure 90% would not allow you to do that. But this is where you have to come in and become your second opinion and so far. When you have an illness and it's not getting well and you don't feel like it's being treated well and so far, you need to go to another doctor and get a second opinion. Well, when it comes to natural healing and so forth, this is probably where you become your second doctor and have a second opinion. But you have to do your research to know what you're doing as well and everything. So I picked these books up because it's natural cures, and it is right. A lot of these natural cures can help you, but they don't want you to know about them because they want to keep treating you because of the money and things like that. And I'm not saying anything new or anything different or anything that hasn't been said before and so forth. You do know that traditional medicine, pharmacies and so forth, doctors including and so forth, is making gazillions of dollars on prescribing pills to us, prescribing medicine and stuff like that to us, all these vaccines that we really don't need to us and so forth. Because the more we take, the more money they're going to get. So I decided, like I said, to get these two books in here. And this one here is Natural Cures Revealed and so forth. Natural Cures Revealed and so forth. Now, these are two great books that you may want to research or read and so forth, or any books of this nature and so forth, read these books, look at the research these people have done within bringing you all these natural cures. Look at their research as well. Look at the research of the herbs and so forth. Like Comfrey. Look at the research and so forth on Comfrey. Look at the research on whatever herb you are seeking to try to help you to get better, and things like that. Always do your research and so forth. There are great research out here on pretty much every herb possible. We do have quite a few herbs, but we are barely scraping the surface of how many herbal medicines that are actually out there to actually help you naturally, helping you heal naturally. So my company, Short Herbal Medicine, is just scraping the surface and so forth. There's so much more, and I myself is still learning all the time, learning every day of a new herb or some information or something like that. And so when I seen these books and so forth, I thought, okay, I'll bring these books, out, and then I'll put these on the video as well, because you need to have as much information about your health to help yourself as humanly possible and so forth and everything. And don't just go and take the doctor's word that this is this and that is that. And I live in the state of Florida, and I'm not gonna say that I'm crazy about living in the state of Florida, but anyway, I do know there is a lot of issues in the state of Florida with health care and all that so forth. So if you're in the state of Florida, you definitely have to be concerned, more concerned about your health care. One of the things that really concerns me is the broken language that is in this particular state and so forth. When you go to the doctor, it's broken language where you cannot really explain your situation, and then you really can't understand the information that you're receiving from the doctor and things like that. So I don't know what to tell anybody or what to do about that and everything, but I'm just saying your health should be your number one priority, and whatever you have to do and so forth as far as your health is concerned, you need to do some research on it, take a look at it, take a look at your options and things like that, and all that. So let's do a recap real quick on Comfrey and what this great herbs will do, and then I will see you on the next herbal knowledge. Okay, Comfrey is known to be used for skin wounds, skin diseases, inflammations, and things like that. Again, Comfrey does help to regrow new cells. Okay, Comfrey is also used to reduce inflammation, joint pain. It is also used for cough, sore throats, and it's also used to help women with heavy menstrual period. It does that, and it also aids in cancer. And it also does aid in your chest pain. If you're having chest pain, it will help you there as well. So these are not all the things that Comfrey do. There was a few more things, but I did want to put these things on. So I wanted these to be the bullet points of what I'm trying to say about how great Comfrey is and how Comfrey will help. Do your research on Comfrey yourself to see how much more it does, what it does, and all that and everything. And just know that your health is your number one priority and so forth. And a lot of people are trying to get well or heal naturally and so forth. And there are a lot more books out there on natural healing and things like that. And one of the main things you want to do when you read these type of books and so forth, you want to see where their research come from and so forth, because you can go and pull up that research and so forth yourself. So that is very important, is to see where the research comes from. It's a lot of research on all these herbal medicine and so forth, and you just have to go out there and get that information and so forth and everything. And I don't know if this is our last herbal knowledge before Christmas is here. But if it is, I hope you got a beautiful, beautiful Christmas. I hope you have a great, great New Year coming in and so forth. And I will see you on the next Shaw Herbal Knowledge. Bye.